Well, hello there, friend, and welcome to another Technical Tuesday. And yes, I'm holding a meal in my hand, but we're going to learn how to make a beautiful sauce that goes with this fish and a lot of other things. This is a beurre blanc. In this case, it's a lemon beurre blanc. So join me around the corner as we learn to make this super simple, super quick, delicious butter sauce that you can use on a whole lot of things, including a piece of salmon as beautiful as this. We'll see you around the corner. All right, my friend, we are getting started on this beurre blanc. This is almost the world's smallest pan, but I'm making a single serving today for a salmon dish. And so we're going to flavor. By the way, a beurre blanc in is French, translated means white butter. So we're going to use shallots and their heat. And then I'm going to put a little white wine in there. If you were doing a beurre rouge, like how I said that, beurre rouge, you would use a red wine. Beurre rouges aren't used as much as they used to be, but it's certainly a red wine butter sauce would taste great on a steak. So here's what we're doing. I got the white wine and the shallots together. That is actually going to, I'm going to bring it up to a boil. Let me turn the fire up a little bit. And that's going to reduce into au sec, A-U-S-E-C, au sec, which is French, meaning almost dry. And at that point, we're going to add in our very cold butter and emulsify it. So let me look in the fridge. Sometimes, yes, I do have cream. So we'll add a little bit of cream as well. The cream is there to help stabilize it. And but we're going to reduce the butter in here. Again, I think I got a little high now. Whew. So don't breathe those fumes unless you want to get a DWI. Ah, goodness. Whew. All right, so when that gets ready, when that becomes very dry, I'm going to bring it back around and we'll emulsify the butter, add a little cream, add some salt, and we're going to flavor this because we're doing fish. Very popular way is lemon. So I've got a fresh lemon that I've zested. And I'm going to squeeze the juice of that and add the zest to it. And it's going to be a very bright lemon sauce. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to go ahead and add, we'll season it, adjust our taste later. But right now, I'm just going to add a little bit of salt, adjust our taste. Adjust the seasonings later. There's just a pinch to get us started. Okay? I'll bring you back around in just a minute. See you then. All right, welcome back, my friend. And as you can see, I hope you can see this is literally almost dry. Any more, it would have burned. So we don't want that. So the first thing we're going to do, now we're going to put it on a medium low. I'm just going to add a little touch of cream right now. Then I'm going to grab the butter. I'm keeping the butter in the fridge until the very, very last moment. I want that butter as cold as possible because you want cold butter to emulsify, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get what I have. I'm obviously not as prepared. No, I am really. I'm just slicing up the butter into smaller pieces. Now I'm going to drop that in a little at a time. This is, again, a very small amount of beurre blanc. And so what you want to do is you want to have a little bit of heat under it because that cold butter is going to reduce the temperature in this pan quickly. So you want enough to melt it, but not enough to break it. You know, to separate the butter fat from the milk solids, butter solids. So I'm going to move it. This is set on about a medium heat on this little induction burner. And so if I see it's overdoing, I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. But I can also move it on and off. You can see back and forth. So if you have a gas or electric, you don't have to turn the fire down. You can just move it on and off as needed. All right, that is almost done. So let me grab the other two pats. And this is just, like I said, a very small amount, one serving. But it's the principle behind this that I wanted you to get. Making a lemon beurre blanc is super simple, super quick. The part you need to be diligent about is what we're doing right now. You want to slowly melt that butter, what we call emulsify. You want it to stay in emulsion even though it is now a liquid. Okay, so we're just going to move that back and forth. And this is moving rather quickly. If you have a larger amount you're making, obviously it's going to take a little bit longer, but if you got the fish in the oven, and I say fish because we're making a lemon beurre blanc today. If you've got the fish in the oven, you can make the beurre blanc and set it aside, especially if you add a little touch of cream, because that cream will help stabilize that. All right, we are completely finished with that. I'm going to turn the fire off. Now I can move it safely back. Now, before you add any kind of salt to season it, you should always at first add your acid, which is your lemon in this case. Won't always be an acid. It could be a fruit juice or something like that. So there's my zest from my microplane. Now I've got one lemon I'm going to squeeze the juice into. This is a quick method. Just squeeze it over your hand. Catch any seeds that come out. And just let the lemon juice slowly drizzle through your finger. Obviously clean hands. So before I actually squeeze the other half of the lemon in there, I'm going to get my handy dandy tasting spoon. Quickly stir that up. And I'm going to see how lemony it is, because I don't want it to be, make you pucker. I'm actually going to add the other half. There we go. Now, all we have to do now is adjust the seasoning, which means add some more salt if needed. And there's a little bit needed here. Clean up my mess. So let me get a pinch of salt. Guys, this is so simple. You'll be using this sauce on everything. You can, by the way, lemon is not the only way to flavor it. I've seen blueberry, blackberry, strawberry, delicious too. So whatever flavoring combines well with your protein, you can use. So now let's give it a quick taste. I'm hoping that's where we need it. Now here's the deal. That's perfect. So I added that zest to it. And frankly, that was too soon, because now I'm going to strain it to get the shallots out of there, and there goes my lemon zest. But wouldn't be the Chef Lance show if I didn't forget something. So now, strain that out. And this little mini strainer, just wonderful. It really is. Get that out of the way. Take my whisk and push on that a little bit. And now I can just set this aside, and this is my beurre blanc that will go on my salmon. Quick, easy, while you're cooking the salmon, make the sauce. All right. Guys, thank you for joining me again on this Technical Tuesday. This super simple, super quick, delicious butter sauce. You'll find lots of ways to use this sauce. It's that good. Remember this, a day in the kitchen beats a day of working any day, and we'll see you next time on the Chef Lance Show.